Now we're going to do exercises 12 and 14. These were not assigned in your homework. I'm giving some bonus material today to help you continue to practice that I had hoped to cover in class. So here we're on pages 220 and 221. We've got two premium golf balls. We're going to do a CM format income statement for the company as a whole. So we've got multi-products. We're going to do break even and answer a what if question. So here is our contribution margin income statement where we have the two products, we have the total company, we are taking CM ratio here of 52.5%, we have fixed cost, and we have our net operating income. So break even, as always, is fixed cost divided by, in this case, the weighted average CM ratio to get to $350,000 in dollar sales at break even. Now, if we were to sell another $100,000 worth of products, what is that worth to us? It's worth 52.5 cents on the dollar, or 52.5%. It's worth $52,500. That's because the critical assumption is that we have no change in the sales mix. So we're assuming that all new sales would happen at the company's existing sales mix. And that's exercise 12. Now we're going to move to exercise 14. Exercise 14 is also on page 221. We've got an automotive product here and some different questions about it. So in exercise 14, the variable expenses per unit, we know that $40 is the sales price. We know that 30% is the contribution margin ratio. That means the variable cost ratio is 70%.
Hold it. This whole thing just went out of focus and it's not coming back. Let me see.
Hang on, we're trying to focus.
It's just all grainy.
Do you need to back up a little bit?
Okay.
Is it still good?
We're good.
Okay. So sorry about that delay, guys. So variable cost. Here's our sales number. Here's our contribution margin. The opposite of the contribution margin is the variable cost margin. So there's 28. You can also solve it by doing a little table, sales, variable expense, contribution margin, and do the percentages. So the problem tells us the $40 of sales price, tells us the 30% contribution margin. We always know the sales price is 100%, so then you can fill in the rest of the table. Okay, so now in part 2, what's the break even in unit sales and dollar sales? Remember, it doesn't matter to me or anyone else how you solve it. So your book says equation method and formula method, just do it however it works for you. To break even, we've got to cover $180,000 in fixed cost. We can either do that per unit at $12 contribution margin per unit, or divided by the CM ratio, and that'll get us 15,000 units at break even, or $600,000. Now, if we want to make a profit, $60,000 profit, we got to cover that plus our fixed cost. We're still going to get there either $12 per unit or 30% CM ratio at a time. Now the answer will be 20,000 sales at $40 a unit break even, or excuse me, sales to reach target profit will be 800,000. The final thing that we need to do in this one is to say, okay, what's going to happen if we can reduce our variable cost by $4 a unit? That's going to take them down to 24. That's going to take this up to 16. We still have to cover the same number of fixed cost, but now we're going to get there faster at $16 a unit, or a 40% CM ratio. So it's only going to take 11,250 units or $450,000 in sales to get there. And that's exercise 14.